Here, I'll just show you a comparison. So this is hitting dirt using your hand. When you use a shovel, when you use tools, things are going to happen a lot faster. The better the tool, the faster things are going to go. The thing to keep in mind is, as you can see, now that I have destroyed that, there's a life bar. That's your status on your tool that you're using. The more that you hit things, the faster it breaks. Of course, weaker tools, the ones that start with just like a wooden pick or whatever, those are going to break a lot faster than stuff made of diamond. And at the same time, you have to remember that when you start mining for things, you actually need to have tools to show that. Oh, look, I found coal. Ha. That's pretty awesome. Strange floating objects. I'm not going to call that a floating island. So let's just say you're over here, you come across this, you see stone, and you're thinking, alright, I want to go ahead and get some stone first. Maybe I can build a stone house. Oh no, I'm sorry. You don't get anything because you didn't use a pick, which is why you have to get the wood first. Ha. And now that you got the wood pick out, you just noticed stone fell out. So now I've got stone in my inventory. And again, I'm going to go ahead and do that here. Again, thing to note when digging, you never dig straight up, you never dig straight down. If you dig up, especially if there's sand above you, this can happen. And this is no fun. This is no fun at all. Things kind of have physics. It's not really super complicated. Sand's going to fall, so is gravel. This mountain's not going to fall because stone manages to float for whatever reason. So anyway, this right here, this is coal. You want to go ahead and use your pick to mine for this, and that's a piece of coal. So I'm going to have to make another bench. You've already seen this, so you can just choose to disregard it if you want to. 2, 3, 4. Well, bam. Got that. Drop that right here. Go ahead and open this back up. I'm going to make a stone pick now, because that works a lot faster. So as you can see, I use the 2 sticks again. You always use the 2 sticks when you're making one of these tools. And made a T with the stone. I made a stone pick. Another cool thing that you can do, which you don't really need right now, I mean it's useful I guess when nighttime comes, because the monsters come out. If you put 1 stick at the bottom and 2 stone, or 2 wood, or 2 whatever on top of it, that makes a sword. Which they don't last long, they're kind of useful. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take that stick out of here just to show you that you don't need this for what I'm about to do. So now that I have this piece of coal right here in my inventory, I'm going to open the inventory back up, drag a stick right there, put a piece of coal on top of it, and now I've got 4 torches. You start learning the values of things, just putting 1 stick and 1 piece of coal always gives you 4 torches. Other items, just, I don't know, like if you make a railroad track later, minecart track, sorry, you get 16 of those, but it still seems to cost a lot of resources. I'm going to go ahead and pull this stone pick out. Get the rest of this coal while it's here. Nighttime's coming, so I guess this video is taking longer than I predicted. Anyway, so this is nighttime. When you are doing anything in the world, another cool thing to note is, let's just say you are at a place like this. One of the weird things that you're going to notice, a lot of people try to hold shift to walk. Let's see it in third person. This is what you're doing, you're crouching, which means that you can take cover behind object. No, it's not a cover-based game. What you do is the crouching for, you hold shift down, and it should be working. There you go. As you can see, when I'm holding shift down, I'm not going to fall off the edge of a cliff. It's going to hold you there. If the second you let it go, though, since I'm not on the block, bam, I fell. Alright. I'm going to take this pick out, and I'm going to carve a shelter into the side of this thing. For the first night, don't worry so much about what it looks like. You just kind of want to have a place to live. You can always go back later. It's also really fun to find a place to live, maybe like this right here. I'm going to go and put sand in front of it. You want to use a quick resource, especially if you plan on just breaking out Most people build like this when they build their first shelter because you want to have a window so you can see what's going on outside, see when all the monsters are out there. And you want to try to build in a place like this or just some place where you can do something. So if you build a shelter out of, say, dirt, which, hey, I bet you I can make it out there, see what happens. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get some dirt here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Probably a little bit more. I don't know if I'm good or not. Let's see. I'm gonna dig down. You have to keep in mind that your character is about, I think, 2 blocks tall. So you have to make sure that you have at least 2 blocks in order to get in your shelter and stay in it. So I'm just going to build a very, very, very basic one. This, again, this is a common way to build shelter for your first night. Most monsters can't come in here. Spiders can. Spiders can creep through these little cracks, which is terrible, but it happens. Now that I'm in here, my bench is on the beach. And I don't have enough wood to make another one. You can spend the whole night if you want to, just kind of digging back and seeing if you can come across anything. Again, that's the most productive thing to do at night. And most people, when you're starting to build in separate areas like that, what you want to do is, if you have torches with you, you want to just drop them so you can have a trail, so you know, alright, I was over here. It's over here, so I want to go back there later. And for now, I'm going to go into my first shelter. Go ahead and take this with me. If you break one of these workbenches, they just fall out and they're formed into a smaller piece, so you can take those with you when you're building. And you can continue to mine if you want to, whatever you want to do for the rest of the night. As soon as daylight comes, any of the monsters, which we haven't seen yet, most of them catch on fire. The ones that don't are the spiders and the creepers. The creepers are the green things. The spiders look like spiders, obviously. Don't see anything yet, which is not a bad thing, but it's just something to note.